Hey, what's up, everybody? PFC 315 doing the Spider-Man 2, Disc 2, the Special Features Disc review. I'm here with my friend Dave again,
Okay.
and we're just gonna talk about some of the stuff on the Disc 2 of it. Disc 2 had all the making of, the commentary from Doc Ock and art galleries, behind the scenes looks, into the web stuff, and it had more of behind the scenes on stunts and special effects and stuff like that. I like disc twos on a lot of stuff. I like special features. I like to go behind the scenes on the movies and how they were made. Um, I don't know if you like that kind of stuff, Dave.
Yeah, I like to hear the commentaries from the director
Yeah,
and the actors there.
yeah. One of the things I do want to talk about was the that behind the scenes on the stunts
Mm.
because Tobey Maguire did. Everybody did. Tobey Maguire, Mary Jane, Aunt May. They all did a lot of their own stunts. Doc Ock, not so much. Um, his stunt
Yeah,
double did a lot of his
yeah.
stuff, but
No, he said on the interview that he didn't. Well, they asked him if he wanted to do the some stunts, some easy stunts, and he said he's not a stuntman.
yeah,
Yeah,
because you see,
didn't say it.
it was really cool how he said it too. Because he ended up saying something again that it was like, you never see a stunt man asking an actor, "Oh, I could do that line. I could do that."
Yeah,
So, and then he said something like, when I ask when I ask to do a stunt, he feels like he's taken away from the stunt man's job.
yeah,
Well,
true.
it makes sense. He does
Yeah,
have a good point. If me personally, if I was an actor, I would want to do as many stunts as possible. You know,
yeah.
that's me. But he's does make sense. It was a lot of cool things. I did learn something though.
Well,
That they had changed it in there's two sections. There's um, special effects and what was the other one? Visual effects. I believe that was
uh,
it. Or digital and visual,
digital. Yeah.
digital and visual, or something like that. And digital effects, I guess the guy was saying, a good rule of thumb is anything 15 feet away from the actors, 15 feet or more, would be digital.
Yeah.
Anything within that 15-foot radius is special effects, which is, if it shows him breaking through a window and there's glass flying through the air, that's glass flying through the air. No, not real glass, but that's plastic, whatever they use. That's actually flying through the air at his face and stuff like that. Um, I thought it was funny when he blocks the coins as a second coin toss or whatever it was, and the coins fall on his head,
And
and
it hurts.
it hurt wicked bad because they were metal coins, and they had to keep using it over and over and over again,
Yeah.
and he couldn't do it because he kept laughing or he kept rubbing his head.
Yeah.
Um, I know Aunt May did some stunts, which I thought was really cool because I never thought, Aunt May in real life. I can't remember her real name, um, but she was. How old did it say she was? 78, 68,
Yeah. Probably. Yeah.
68. It's probably 68. I don't think 78. But I didn't realize that she's an older woman. Rosemary Harris is her name. I didn't realize she's an older woman. How would someone that old? And I'm not saying she's old, but do a stunt. Who is a stunt devil? It's gonna be another old person. So why not
Yeah.
just have her do it? And she did do most of her own stunts. The one it talked about her saying that she's really excited. And there's another word that they had used, and I don't remember what it was. Um,
Um. She. I think the excited was the
excited, yeah,
word.
yeah. But they said something else about her, and she's like really energetic about doing it. And she's
Yeah.
like, really has fun doing
Lively.
it. She's lively. Yeah, that's what it was. Yeah. I thought that was cool. Mary Jane did her own stunts. The stunt where the car flew through the air and they dove. That
Yeah.
was her own thing. Obviously, there was no car. You know. Um, Doc Ock, we already talked about him. He doesn't really do it. Well, obviously he did some of his stunts. The stunt where he
Submerged.
breaks the train doors open to get
Yeah.
at Spider-Man with all the civilians. That wasn't really a stunt, but it does show him twitching and the doors kind of whip open and there's glass
Yeah.
flying all around his
And then
face.
in the final scene, when they are in the water
He did that one too. Yeah.
fighting, yeah,
Well, at first he said no to that. It was the the stuntman that was underneath it.
yeah,
But then he's like, oh, I was like, yeah, I'll do that because they wanted, the shot to be on
for him
Doc
to
Ock's
talk,
face.
yeah.
Yeah, I thought it was really cool. One other thing I wanted to touch up on. Oh yeah, well, that thing that you were telling too, the one where Tobey Maguire, well, Peter Parker fell from when he tried jumping,
Yeah,
saying
yeah,
I'm
yeah,
back, and that
yeah.
wasn't Peter Parker, that was a stuntman.
That
But
really big fall when he
yeah,
hurt
even
his back.
then, watching that stunt, seeing the stunt devil being hooked up in the harness, all the safety cables, everything, seeing that happen, like my jaw dropped. I was like, oh wow, there's nothing digital about this at all. They dropped him from a 70-foot tall building down
It
to the
was
ground.
it was falling on his head.
Yeah,
That me scare a lot.
I mean, you heard all the people who work there. They're all clapping like, we did it. You could tell that must be so stressful because if a safety cable breaks, if a harness unsnaps, if anything goes wrong, and he gets unclipped from whatever, he hits the ground. He's dead. That's it.
Yeah, that's true.
He's either gonna be paralyzed for the rest of his life or he's
That
dead,
that's
and the
why
movie's done.
that's why the no that yeah that's why the stuntsman
Yeah. But even then,
exists.
for a stuntman, the movie would still be over. That you just killed somebody on set. I mean, there was nothing digital. That was like a 70, 80-foot drop straight down, head
Yeah.
first. I mean,
I don't know how that all that thing works. So I don't know if the movie stopped or not. But
what do you mean?
the stuntmen exist for problems like that. For
Yeah,
that so that
they won't
the
get hurt.
actors don't get hurt.
Yeah.
Which is the sense.
But
So
that stunt alone really blew my mind. Because me personally, when I watched that immediately in my head, I'm like, oh, that's all digital. The
yeah.
whole thing's digital. They would never drop even a stuntman from that height, and they did it. I was like, oh wow. Other thing, which I'm a huge pyrotechnics fan. If you put fire and explosions in a movie, I'm gonna watch it. Give me the worst movie ever, and if it has an explosion, I'm there. I love pyrotechnics. I think it's just absolutely amazing how they come up with all this, the crazy stuff to do it. It just blows my mind. But to have a special effects, um, what's the term? Special effects clip strictly on all the fire scenes that was used.
Yeah.
It was that was just so entertaining for me. I thought it was so cool how they set up that house to burn, but not burn.
Hmm.
Obviously I've always known how it works. I've always known, the house isn't actually on fire. I always know they have things next to the windows, but to actually see them explain the devices and how they work, like the propane mortar, I wasn't able to figure out for the life of me how they shot a big massive fireball coming out of there. You know what I mean? And I didn't realize that it was a propane tank filled with propane and air, and it shot
Yeah.
out the front, and it made that big. I thought that was really cool. I like how it showed how it cut the slots in the pipes, and they set everything up. How they had all the umbrellas and everything up, but they had to actually encase the building and clad the building with fireproof, with fireproof panels and stuff, so they could actually set it on fire. Because originally that building on that lot was made out of wood. So even if you would have set up all the safety gear and all the stuff to catch on fire, it would have lit. It would have went up.
Hey, and if you look closer, the fire only gets out from the windows.
Yeah, yeah. There's no fire inside the building. Um, and Tobey Maguire actually did that stunt too. When it shows him running into the building,
Yeah.
he actually ran through all the fire and stuff. That wasn't a stuntman.
No, the
Not
fire
not not
wasn't
not
real.
No, no, not upstairs. I'm talking about when he actually runs in. When he first enters the building.
Yeah.
Like when he first enters the
Oh,
building, that the fire that's around the door and the big explosion when he's running out. That's Tobey Maguire running out of the building with the big explosion.
yeah,
That's not a stuntman or digital effects. It's all real.
yeah.
Um, they had a lot of other stuff too. They had the art gallery. Art gallery.
It's the same one.
Yeah, it's really just the same thing. It's just
Yeah.
it
So,
doesn't change. The Ockumentary was what it was called. The Doc Ockumentary. Yeah,
yeah.
the making of the amazing, a 12-part. I'm reading this right from the back of the DVD. A 12-part documentary from pre-production to the Hollywood premiere. And I had actually watched that, Dave. I'm not sure if I watched that with you. I had
I
actually,
don't think so.
yeah, I actually seen that after, which was really cool to watch. Is literally the making of the Spider-Man, and it showed how it went from basically nothing to the actual movie.
Yeah.
It was really cool. But like last time, guys, there's not a lot to say about it. It's not a movie. It's just special effects. But if you do like, behind the scenes action, special effects and stuff like that. If you're a big pyrotechnic fanatic like me, and you like to, then I would. If you don't have this disc, I would definitely go buy a disc 2 or go wherever you have to do to buy whatever. It's definitely worth it. And as always, Dave. Oh yeah, Dave. Did you want to say anything else about the
No,
making of? Did you miss anything?
no. I think I said
Yeah.
everything that I want to say.
Um. Yeah, guys. Definitely, like always, go check out my YouTube channel. Please subscribe and go to Dave's channel. Go subscribe to his channel. We're gonna have Spider-Man 3 review coming out. I'm not sure if there's a special disc with that. I have no clue. But Spider-Man 3 should be up within the next 2 to 3 days. I'll have all that stuff up, and then we're gonna do probably a Spider-Man trilogy and talk about what we thought, compare all the movies together, and backdrop of Spider-Man, this and that. Um, I will definitely catch you guys later. I'll see you guys in about 2 to 3 days with Spider-Man 3.
See you guys.